And I get -4. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
I fell over and face planted.
At least you didn't break your bat.
Okay. Right, that's my turn done
All
then.
right, that was yours. All right. So he is in here. Okay. I am going to.
Is there anything
Oh,
I can do to help?
I already equipped my pistol. Okay, that's fine. Already equipped it, so that is fine. Alrighty. So yeah, I will. Do I want to do that, or do I want to try to evade him? I got a 2. Um, damn, evading would be nice if I could pull it off. But I've got ghoul minion on me too. Damn.
Have you not got an? You haven't got an evade that dodges up both of them then? No.
No. This is the same mistake that I made in the last episode where I got the rules wrong about fighting and ghouls. You know, I said that as long as you use a fight action, it doesn't matter if it's against the ones with you or if there's more than one or if you're fighting somebody else's in the same location. Evade rules work the same way. So it's like if I were going to evade one of them, it wouldn't trigger an attack by the other one. And, you know, the whole reason I'm talking about evading is because I think if I fight one, the other one's going to attack me, which, of course, as I said, was wrong. So please remember that whenever we're having this little discussion here about what I'm going to do. I'll have to evade the other one. Okay, I'm going to have to try to evade the ghoul minion because otherwise one of them will get a free attack on me. So it's going to be even, 2 to a 2. And -3. Okay, I did not evade him. Damn. Let me see. I don't think there's any bad effects from a failed evade. Skill test is if there's awesome with the enemy. If the agility fails, it is not invaded and remains engaged. All right. Shoot. Do I evade him again, or do I just attack the ghoul priest and take a hit?
How many turns you got left? 2.
2. I'm thinking. All right, the ghoul priest. If I don't kill him, he's going to do 2 damage and 2 sanity to me next turn.
Yeah.
And that's going to take me below my sanity point. So I'm going to be out next turn. At the end of the, I'm going to be out in the end of the enemy phase, regardless. So I'm thinking spend my next 2 and attack him twice.
Can you attack him once and then get the hell out of there? So resign.
I could, but I mean that leaves you in there, and it's you're not going to be able to take on both of those. And the minion doesn't. If we can kill the priest, the minion just goes away.
Okay.
Because that's our objective here. Our objective is to kill the priest. And that's whenever we flip that card.
So according to the rules, now if you attack the ghoul priest, the other one automatically hits you. Is that what
Yeah, I
you're
think.
saying?
Well, no, actually, I think of the rules. If I do anything other than fight, if you're engaged with one or more enemies, performing any action other than evade, fight, parley, or resign causes those enemies to attack. So as long as I'm attacking the priest, the minion won't attack me. So actually, I guess I ought to spend all 3 attacks on the priest instead of trying to evade him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing that because I thought he'd attack me. But since he's not going to attack me as long as I'm fighting, I'm going to attack the priest 3 times. All right, this here is probably the only true intentional kind of rules breaking we did. And it wasn't really a rules breaking so much as it was a mulligan of the roll because, I kind of feel bad about it because we had already rolled about the evade against the ghoul minion. But in my defense, as we said there, we're working under the misunderstanding that if we attack the priest, the other one gets an attack on us. We weren't understanding that, no, as long as you fight, it doesn't matter who you fight. As long as you do the fight, evade, parlay, whatever, the other one won't fight you back. So, yeah, it's a mulligan, and we kind of, ignored the role we'd already made against the ghoul priest. But we're still learning the rules here, and when you view it in light of the stuff that we didn't do in the last episode because we thought it would give the ghoul the minion an attack on Mind Fiend, so we ignored things that we could have done that would have made it better. I think it's okay that we did it this time.
Yeah, I would do
I
that.
think that's the only way to do it. All right, and I'm going to use my 38 special. So I spend 1 ammo, and I fight. Okay, I get a +1, and I've got a 4, so that's a 5, and she gives me a 6, right? Lita.
Lita gives you +1, yes.
Yeah, so I've got a 6 against his 4.
But she also gives you +1 damage if you hit him as well.
Right. All right. 6 against a 4. -1, so I hit him. All right, so I did my damage, I did her damage, and I did the 38's damage, right?
Right.
Yep. So that's 3 damage to him.
Okay, so he's already got 2.
He is now at 5, so he is halfway down.
Okay.
So boom, 3 damage. Okay, that was my first attack. My second attack, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Burn another point.
Can I spend my backstab to because I've got a card that'll give you +1 attack as well. Should I risk that? Because I mean, we just need to damage him, don't we? We need to get him.
Yeah, we just need to take him down. Yep.
Yeah. So I'll spend that. That's my last card, but I'll spend that.
Okay. All right. So that's going to be a 4, a 5, a 6, a
7, and my one. Yep. That's 8, isn't it? Is it?
No, 7. I get a 4.
Yeah.
Gun gives me a 1.
That's 5.
5. Actually, I am not going to fire this time. I'm going to throw the knife. Gives me a +2 attack and still gives the 1 damage. So I'll throw the knife, get a +2 with that. So I'm at a 4, 5, 6. Lita gives me a 7.
And that one gives you an 8.
That gives me 8. Okay. Against his 4.
Nice.
Bit of overkill.
Doesn't matter. Overkill is good.
All right, so I did a point.
You do 2 for that attack. Oh, that attack deals +1 damage.
Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3.
3.
So 3 more damage. And what's that take the ghoul to? 3, 6, 7, 8. All right, he's got 2 more hit points, and I've got 1 more attack. I'm going to fire another gun. Is that right? Is this my third?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to fire the gun again. So that gives me a 4, a 5, a 6, right?
Yep.
Let me see if I have anything else over here that I can throw into it.
I have nothing. I'm out of cards.
And just for shits and giggles, let's throw the vicious blow. That'll give me a 7.
If this skill is successfully during an attack, the attack deals +1 damage.
Yeah, I'm using it for the plus.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm going to do, if I hit, I'll do 3 damage.
Right.
Whoops.
Damn, we wanted that one.
I know. Actually, there's only one in there that we don't want. We had a 7. That takes us to 4, so we did it.
Well done.
Yeah, the only thing we didn't want with all those is a tentacle.
Right.
That would be the only automatic fail.
Right.
So the ghoul priest is dead.
Thank goodness for that. Wow. Didn't think you'd be able to kill him.
I didn't think we were going to make it through this. I'm glad that pistol came up when it did.
Yeah.
If we hadn't had that pistol, we'd be doomed. All right. So that is the ghoul priest down. Now go up here to the end of the act. Flip the card.
Right.
Defending the home.
When the robed creature falls, the fiendish swarm burrows back into the ground and the chaos of the house quiets. But the stranger in your parlour doesn't seem relieved. You broke my seal that was set to trap the ghouls within. She raises her torch. Now we must take more direct measures and burn this hell pit to the ground. The lead investigator must choose one. It was never much of a home. Burn it down -R1. This help, it is my home. No way we're burning it down. R2. It's a squat I've moved into. Burn the bloody thing down.
Alrighty, I will read. I will read the resolution 2 for burning it
No,
to the
resolution
ground.
1.
I
Resolution
mean
1.
resolution 1.
Yeah.
All right, resolution 1. You nod and allow the red-haired woman to set the walls and floor of your house ablaze. The fire spreads quickly, and you run out the front door to avoid being caught in the inferno. From the sidewalk, you watch as everything you own is consumed by the flames. Come with me, the woman says. You must be told of the threat that lurks below. Alone we are surely doomed, but together we can stop it. In your campaign log, we record that the house is burned to the ground. The lead investigator earns the Lita Chandler card and can include it now in your deck. This does not count toward your deck size, so that's an extra card for you now.
Okay.
The lead investigator suffers 1 mental trauma from watching his or her home become a smoldering ruin. And each investigator earns experience equal to the victory point of every card in the display. And we get 2 bonus experience as we gain insight into the hidden world of the mythos. All right, so we get 2 victory points for the ghoul priest.
Okay.
We get 1 for the attic because we cleared it out.
Okay.
So that's 3. We get 1 for the cellar because we cleared it out. And we get the bonus 2 for the end of the thing. So we get 2, 4, 5, 6 experience to both of us.
Okay. And how do we note this down? And
I will write it down on my notepad here.
so I take 1 mental trauma, which I've added a horror on. I don't know whether that's what it's supposed to be or not.
Let's see. What's your name?
Wendy Adams.
Wendy's house has burned.
You burned the Wendy house down.
1 mental trauma to Wendy. And 6 experience points each for Wendy and what was my name? Roland?
Your name is Roland Banks.
Yeah. 6 experience points for each for Wendy and Roland. All right. Well done, man.
Don't forget to say that I get the Lita Chandler card.
Yes, thank you. Let me add that to it.
And I take 1 permanent trauma, whatever that is.
Yep, got that on there already. Wendy has Lita as Lita in the deck.
Come on. It was the next card.
What was the next card?
My amulet.
Aww. All right, let me take a look and see what mental trauma is. Expanded campaign rules. As investigator delves deeply into the mythos, they gain insight into the hidden truths of the world. Snares earn 1 experience. They earn it separately. Cannot be transferred from one to another. You can learn new abilities, spells, acquire new items and weapons. Adding a new card to the deck costs experience equals to the card level, denoted by the white pips at the top of the card. Add a new card to your deck always costs at least 1 and requires you maintain your deck size. So you can only have a deck size of 30 plus your extra cards that don't count.
Right.
So you get to add new cards. Some are upgrade. You can upgrade cards. Here we go. Trauma represents permanent damage been done to investigator. If you're defeated, you still advance to the next one with the rest of the thing, unless the scenario specifically says you're killed or driven insane. Trauma. Trauma refers permanent damage has been done to an investigator's health or psyche. Blah, blah. Investigators defeated by taking damage equal to the health suffers 1 physical trauma, which means you automatically start a scenario with 1 damage. If you're defeated by taking horror equal to insanity, or says that you take mental trauma, you start everything with 1 horror on your card already.
I'm sorry, explain that again then.
Basically, it means that when we go to the next game in the campaign,
Yeah,
Wendy automatically starts with 1 sanity off of her card, so you'll start at a 6 instead of a 7.
Right. Oh, right. Okay. Okay.
So that's your mental trauma, is that you've gone from a 7 to a 6 now. So when in the next scenario, you'll have 1 brain on your card already.
Okay. Right.
All right, but you still got that hot leather coat.
I still get that, do I?
Yeah, you still got everything in your deck there.
Oh, right. Okay. So
So cool, man.
I'll actually start with the baseball bat and the coat in my hands.
No. They'll be in your deck.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Then,
everything always starts in your deck.
And Lita will be in my deck as well.
Lita has been added to it. Yep. And we will be able to do a little deck building. You'll have 6 points to spend.
And what does that mean? How do I build a deck?
We'll have to look through the various cards, and you can pick and choose what you want to put into your deck.
Oh, right. Okay. But
or
I'm
if you
still
want to
allowed
level stuff up.
maximum allowed 30 cards.
Like your baseball bat here. You see your baseball bat has pips on it? See underneath that 2, you got those 5 dots?
See underneath that? You're bloody kidding me.
See the cost there? Underneath the 2, you can just barely see there's like 5 white dots.
Right.
So you can level up your baseball bat up to like level 5 eventually.
What would leveling it up do to it then?
I'd have to take a look and see.
Right, okay.
I would imagine it will increase the attack and damage. Your leather coat's got the same thing. It's got 5 pips. So I would imagine that will increase the armor of your level coat.
Cool.
Yep. All right, man. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, interesting.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah. So next time we'll be taking on something else. Have we got all these scenarios to go through, all these bugs?
Well, that's all the different expansions that come with it. This is the core set we're playing through, which is just 3 expansions,
Right.
3 scenarios.
Right. But if our characters could survive, which they won't, but if they could, they'd go through the 3 and then they could go on to these and keep the stuff.
You could. Usually, though, you start, every time you start a new one, like, this is called Night of the Zealot. It's these 3 adventures. This one here is the Forgotten Age. That's that series of adventures. Which one's that? This is the Path to Carcosa. Each one is Beyond the Veil, the Dunwich Legacy. Usually, whenever you start a new book, start a new adventure series, you start with new characters.
All right. Okay. Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah.
Night of the Zealot's got 3 sections in it. Yeah. Okay.
Right. It's got 3 adventures.
All right.
And let's say after we did that, we did the Dunwich Legacy. We would usually start with new adventures, not with these.
Yeah. So we've done the Gathering. So our next one is the Midnight Mask in the Night of the Zealot. Okay.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Fine.
And being that Lita is the Zealot, I would imagine that they all revolve around her.
Okay.
Or something to do with her. All right. Well done.
That was great.
Hey, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our little playthrough there of Night of the Zealot. The first episode, the first scenario, The Gathering by Mind Fiend and myself. Hope you enjoyed it. Well, I had a lot of fun doing it. It was a lot of fun playing it. I said a lot of mistakes in there. Please forgive us for those. It was our first time playing. His first time playing, my second time playing. So, yeah, we're still learning all the rules and all. Haven't got quite a good grasp of those yet. But as I said during the videos, I think episode 4, episode 5, so many of the mistakes we made actually were not in our favor. They were actually against us, and it made the game a lot tougher for us than it should have been if we'd been playing the rules straight through. So I don't feel too bad about it. Most of the mistakes we made were stuff that would have given us more attacks or chances to evade or something like that, and would have helped us out quite a bit. But there you go. I had a lot of fun making that. I'm going to quit trying to say I noticed I said it a lot during those videos there. I had a lot of fun making it. Don't expect to see it. There is one more project I want to do similar to that. I've got a playthrough that Mind Fiend and I did of Dead Men Tell No Tales that I will be converting to the board game. I will be same kind of thing. I've taken our playthrough, made a video, kind of what I like to call a script, a video of it, played on tabletop, and then I'm going to lay out the actual physical board game and lay out the pieces and move everything around as we play through a game of Dead Men Tell No Tales, because it is quite a nice game when it is on the table. It's got a good look to it and all. But I'm not going to be doing that anymore here in the Arkham horror game, the living card game, just because it's a lot of fun to do it and I enjoy the result, but it also makes each one of these videos take about 4 times longer to edit and process than it would be if I'm just editing the tabletop footage here, the original footage. That was originally a Halloween project. I got it up. I think I got the first one up the day after, or the either November 1st or November 2nd. And here we are now on, what is today, the 16th? Yeah, it's taken me half a month to get the 6 episodes up. One, because I've been kind of busy the last 2 weeks, but also just because it takes a long blasted time to convert everything over, to play it out again, and do the little picture in picture and get the card set up. So I won't be doing that for the rest of it. The next one that we'll be going through is called the Midnight Masks. And as you see here, we allowed the Zealot, or shall I say Wendy allowed the Zealot, to burn her house down. So her house is over here smoking away and it's no longer available to us. So we are starting in the town of Arkham, and that's what this is right here. We will be moving around such locations as Northside, and I think that's downtown, East Town, South Side, St. Mary's Hospital, Miskatonic University, Rivertown, and the Graveyard. As we continue along in the adventure of the Night of the Zealot here. This one will be Midnight Mask. A lot of fun. It is a fun little card game. It's got a great narrative. Even when you're losing, it's got a great narrative. It's very much, think of this as very much like one of those choose your own adventure books. And those are always fun to try and see. Choose your own adventure books, or if you remember back when I played Katawa Shoujo, the visual novel, how it was fun to actually go down each one of the paths to see what the various true victory is, the true loss, and everything in between. So this is the way you'll be seeing us play the next few episodes as we get through Midnight Masks. And I think we got another table. This is a nice table. Whoever created this one, it's a nice table. I like the player mats that they created. This is I believe a player created. I don't think Fantasy Flight did this. I think this is a player created player mat they have here. Really gorgeous, but a little busy. I'm sure it's not nearly as bad in real life. When you got it laying on the table and you got your cards, it's probably real easy to tell. But here in tabletop, when you're taking cards, and laying them on areas like this and your resources, it gets a little busy, and sometimes the cards kind of disappear into the background here. So the next couple, I think Midnight Mask will be played on this, and then we have a third table that we're going to play the Devourer Below, one that I put together myself. That's a little bit not as thematic, but a little bit more sets the mood. A little bit more the little bit more of darkness and dread and all. It's just a table sitting on a floor in the middle of a big black darkness with candles on the sides and all. So I'm thinking we played the entire third scenario on that one. When Mindfame was talking about the books and I was putting the various modules, expansions on the table, this is what he was talking about over here. Each one of these books is a scenario in the various campaigns. This one right here is the Forgotten Age campaign, Path to Carcosa. These three right here, the little bit small one is the Night of the Zealot from the core game, and then you got the Dunwich Legacy over here. So that's kind of what he was talking about. So, there you are. I am looking forward to it. I hope y'all enjoyed my little playthrough there, our little game we played, and am looking forward to the second chapter as much as I am. So, we will see you when we get that started. Hopefully, probably get that up tomorrow. Said it takes a lot less time to edit those than it did to edit these last 6. So, we'll see you then. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.